Hello, and welcome back to another Overwatch VOD review. My name is Scorch24, and today we're going to be taking a look at some McCree gameplay in gold. Here we see Baltzy on the McCree, and got a couple of really good points to talk about today. So, moving into these team fights, I noticed that you play pretty passively here, which isn't a major concern as a McCree player. There's two schools of thoughts that you want to take into every engagement. Is my goal to cover fire, which is play back and passively as you are, or get key picks, playing more aggressively, kind of like what you're doing here. Based on your account level in this VOD here, it looks like you're level 97. You might be a newer game to the player. I don't know if this is an alt account. So you'll just want to start to learn kind of the ebb and flow of team fights as they progress. It's good to take out the Torb turret, which you did by playing passively, but try and position yourself around a tank or support. Tanks can soak up damage while you dish it out, and you can protect your supports with flashbang if any enemy initiates on them. Plus, the healing right there helps out a lot. Great players will know when they have to play passively and when they have to play aggressive. As you rank up, you'll start to just intuitively do that. McCree's Deadeye is a tough ultimate to use. Most players want to get that fat 5 to 6 man Deadeye, but it's just not practical. I do like what you were thinking here with getting a quick pick onto the Reaper, but that health pack is still on cooldown, and you had your flashbang. In this situation, it probably would have been better just to flash him and get a headshot for a quick kill. And then this would have left you your mobility to use your roll to get out of the way of the Pharah and the Roadhog behind you. So here the combo Flashbang and Fan the Hammer can kill any 200 HP character without a problem. In total, it does about 300 damage for all 6 shots if they're landed, which is about 50 damage per bullet. So to ensure that you don't miss any shots in the future and take a lot of damage like you did, make sure you get right up into their face and aim for the center of the character's chest. All shots will hit and confirm the kill, and then you can use your roll to get a quick reload on your weapon to get right back into the fight. Alright, let's talk ultimates really quick. Notice how your team has 4 ultimates online. Using ultimates correctly and at the right time is what will separate you from other gold players. It's generally said gold players can kill with ultimates, plat players know how to stagger ultimates, and diamond players know how to track ultimates. The best mentality you can have to moving into higher ranks is to think and play like a player in that rank you want to go to. So you may know how to kill with Deadeye currently, but do you know how to tell your team to coordinate their ultimates together? You'll see how everyone kind of throws their ultimates into this fight and nothing really happens. That's what really causes these gold games to be a loss. Alright, let's talk movement. This is a super small point, but an important one. When you're being chased or even engaging into a fight, try and be a little more unpredictable with your movement. Straight lines are kind of your worst enemy. There are some moments you can afford the straight route when it confirms a kill, but there will be moments that you need to combine strafes with aim in order to not get picked. That's kind of a really high level skill to get just right, and it's something that even I'm still working on. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it right away. This primarily applies to all low mobility heroes such as Ana, McCree, Mei, Sigma, Symmetra, Zarya, and Zenyatta. The last point that I really want you to take away is breaking bunker comps. So you can tell the bunker comp here is a Orisa and a Roadhog, very classic. Kind of always huddling around the Orisa barrier and not allowing your team to gain any advantageous position on the map. So this one's kind of a tough call. You're a McCree Doomfist combo going up against a Junkrat and Torb bunker comp. Here's the breakdown. They have a much higher DPS output than you do. So, what do? You can either 1. Group up as a team and collectively deathball your way into their bunker comp, hoping you survive the massive amounts of damage and avoiding the well. Or 2, you can swap up your comp to match their damage output with similar or the same heroes. If you're a hit scan player, meaning you play Ashe, Bastion, McCree, Reaper, Soldier, Sombra, Tracer, or Widowmaker, then maybe try swapping to Ashe, Soldier, or Reaper. These characters can destroy shields and tanks pretty easily, as well as provide utility for yourself and your team. And that's a call your team should make collectively, because if you keep standing around the point like you do, looking for an enemy to get out of position, then you're likely going to lose anyway. So because of their positioning on the opposite side of the point, look how your team isn't even able to get through this choke and contest point. So definitely focus on the few key points that I outlined so far. First is understanding the team fight, the ebb and flow of the environment, and when you should be playing passively and when you should be playing aggressively. Secondly, be careful with your Deadeye. Make sure that you're using it to find key pickoffs and not necessarily the massive board wiping ultimate. Definitely get used to the flashbang and fan the hammer combo. Make sure you're nice and close for that. And start keeping track of ultimates. You want to be playing at a plat level to get yourself out of gold. So make sure you're comboing your ultimates together and even starting to track enemy team ultimates. This will really help you push into the diamond rank. And lastly, make sure you're looking at movement and, if needed, knowing what team comps will counter your enemy. So that way you're not having to work as hard on your role and you're working as a team to win the game. That's going to take care of today's video. If you like what you see, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I am going to be putting out a new video series in the coming week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I'm still fleshing out the details, but it's going to kind of replace my regular scheduled videos. So stay tuned for that. I will still be doing VOD reviews, much like this one. I'm going to try to condense them into their real core components instead of doing the full VOD, just to make it a little bit more digestible for everybody and not just the one person that I'm going to be reviewing for. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.